Welcome blue flowers. Friends, if you are easily scared, just hold your breath and sit down. Because in today's video we are not going to tell you about any famous person, historical place, or any invention. We are about to tell you about a terrifying festival related to ghosts, spirits, and similar supernatural beings. The name of this strange festival is Halloween. Every year at the end of October, millions of people all over the world wear costumes of ghosts and monsters and celebrate this festival. When did this festival begin? What is the purpose of celebrating it? Are there any logical reasons behind it all? In today's video, we will know all this. Halloween is a festival celebrated in European and American countries. It is celebrated every year on the last day of the month of October, October 31st. Preparation for this day starts many days before. People decorate their houses, not to beautify but in such a way that their house looks like a ghost house. People go to parties wearing scary costumes, changing their face with makeup. Pumpkins are carved with a human face and illuminated by putting lights in them. Even the food is made black, orange, or red in color and is placed in a certain shape or decorated in such a way that even by looking at them, one gets scared. Children come out into the streets dressed in scary costumes and go to nearby houses asking for one thing, trick or treat, which means either give them something to eat or they will do some mischief with them. All things that are related in any way to ghosts, spirits, and other invisible beings, you can find such things everywhere on Halloween in Western countries. Bats, black cats, human skeletons and bones, artificial blood, fire, all have a special role in Halloween decorations. Apart from this, many interesting customs are practiced on Halloween, and there is some historical events behind all these rituals. We will also tell you their interesting history, but before that, we should know when and where Halloween started, and what is the historical significance of Halloween. You have to go back 2,000 years to find out the history of Halloween. 2,000 years ago, some European tribes celebrated a festival on the 31st of October to mark the end of summer and the beginning of winter. The new year actually started on November 1st and the new crop was also cultivated on the same days. These European people belonged to the Celt tribe, and the name of this festival was Samhain. This tribe lived mostly in the territories of Ireland, Great Britain, and France. But friends, the purpose of this festival was not only the beginning of the new year, the arrival of winter or the cultivation of a new crop. Rather, the belief of the Celtic people was that on the night between October 31st and November 1st, the souls of the dead come back to earth as ghosts. It also used to mark the beginning of winter, and because of the harshness of the weather in winter, many people used to die, so the winter season was associated with death, disease, fear, and dread. This night of October 31st was also considered a terrible night because after that the month of November started and the weather got cold. Celtic people believed that on this night the distance between the ghost world and the human world becomes very little. For this reason, priests can make accurate predictions and see into the future. These people would ask the priests if we will not die in the winter this year. And the priest would say no, this winter of yours will pass, and these people would have calmed down knowing this. In 43 AD, the Romans got control over most of the territory of the Celtic tribe. The Romans ruled these areas for 400 years. During each year the Celtic tribe celebrated their festival Samhain. The Romans also used to celebrate some festivals in late October. Their rituals also became a part of Samhain. The head of Christianity, Pope, in 609 AD, declared All Saints' Day to be celebrated on the 13th of May every year for those who died for Christianity. This date was changed to November 1st after a few years. In 1000 AD, it was announced to celebrate All Souls' Day on November 2nd to pay tribute to the souls of those who died. Christianity was influencing the Celtic tribes in those days, and these people were being attracted to Christianity. It was thought that the church was actually declaring All Souls' Day to end this tribal festival of Celts because Christians on November 1st already used to celebrate All Saints' Day, and now, it was announced to celebrate All Souls' Day on November 2nd. The purpose of these three festivals was somehow the same. The Celtic tribe also used to do something similar on the occasion of their festival. This was the case for many centuries. That is, these three festivals were celebrated on October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd, one after the other. All Saints' Day was now called as All Hallows' Day, while accordingly, the evening before that, i.e. the evening of the Celtic festival, was now called All Hallows' Eve. Over the years, All Hallows' Eve changed into Halloween. This festival was celebrated only in European countries initially, but in the 19th century many Europeans began to settle in America. After that, Halloween became popular in America and people started celebrating it every year. Friends, in the past, the festival of Halloween was associated with fear, dread, and horror. But as the times changed, so did the ways of celebrating this Halloween. Today, Halloween is celebrated, but not in horror anymore. It is celebrated like a festival. The ancient rituals performed during this time have now become mere entertainment and games. Let us now know about some such rituals. That's it for today's video. Help me to reach 1,000 subscribes this year. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Take care, bye-bye.